guys know that anything you will say will be on and for the record. Okay, so let's start. Affidavit questions. And the first one I will call will be Maxine and Dykes. Let's go.
Oh, hello. Sorry. I actually just switched you guys on this morning, and I was intrigued. So, I would just like to know a lot more about affidavits and how they work and what we're using them for, I guess. So, yeah, that was my question.
But have you read the affidavit from Baron David Ward? So I'm going to try to give you a brief clarification. Yeah, so there is a lot of affidavits because the affidavit is like the highest document. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. What is the difference between all other affidavits and Baron David Ward's affidavit? Normally, your affidavit is your affidavit. Yeah, so it's you making a statement, stating the facts and the truth of a matter. So that affidavit is yours and yours alone, and is under perjury. Okay? So the difference between those other affidavits and this affidavit, we call it the affidavit, is because Baron David Ward found that we all needed to know the truth and the facts. So he put a decree on it and turned the affidavit into a public document on and for the record. So it's not his affidavit and is our affidavit because he has a decree. Okay?
Yeah.
So far, so good?
Yep, I'm following it.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's the big difference. Okay?
Right. Yeah. And that's Baron David Ward, did you say? Yeah.
That's the first 2 pages of the affidavit.
The first 2 what, sorry?
First 2 pages.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I'm just... I was just getting my head around affidavits and liens because I'm sort of on that section now in my little world. So, I just jumped onto the Telegram and you was there. So I thought, I'll see what this is all about.
Okay, if you want to have, after your reading, if you want to have more guidance, you can jump into the chat. Because that's where we normally are answering any questions.
That's lovely. Thank you very much for your time. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. You're very welcome. Next, Carrie Haynes. Carrie? Carrie? Kyrie? You have to unmute yourself, love. We can't hear you. Oh, yes.
What, now? Is that right?
Yes, good. Okay.
Thank you.
Tell us your questions.
Questions, please.
We haven't got a question. We haven't thought of a question. We've been talking.
I tell you what, I've been filling affidavits for quite a while, and I'm trying to pass it on to the group. The only thing I do want to ask is that I find it very hard, the liens and the setting out.
Okay, but are you in the Facebook groups?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you go to the Zooms for the liens?
I haven't, not yet. They were meant to add me on, and I think, is it Kirsten? one of the ladies is trying to add me on to start with them.
Okay. Okay.
It's
So,
just-
but what?
It's
But
had to,
what is it? What is it that you find it hard to get your head around?
had to set out the actual lien. That's all.
Okay, but we have that separated from since letter 1 to the opening and closing. So you better ask for someone in the group to lay out that setup.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So every time you start reading a lien, you start from Exhibit A. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the beginning is the end.
Near the end. Oh, right.
Okay. So when you start reading, what you are reading is already the end, which is the lien. When you close the matter into a securitized instrument. Okay.
Yeah.
It makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, if you need anything, you just jump into the chat and we can put the links there or have someone to guide you into the Facebook groups.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Any other questions, guys?
Not for now.
Not for now.
No, but we will.
Okay, stay there. If anything jumps in, just
Yeah, all right.
spew it out. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go for Mark Wilds.
Hello there.
Hello.
You want
Any
my question?
questions?
Hello?
Yeah.
I didn't have a question. I thought I'd just jump on and earwig for a while.
Okay. Okay, good. If any question then arises, just feel free to tell us, okay?
Of course.
Yeah. Let's move on then. Pete. Pete Sheffield.
Yeah, hello?
Hello.
Hello? Yeah.
Hello again.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you hear me?
We
That's
can,
good.
yes.
What I was wanting to know was a bit of help sending out the affidavit, who to send the affidavit to.
Who do you send the affidavit to?
Yeah.
Well, we normally what we say is that because the affidavit is the foundation, you need to establish the agreements first. So normally what we do is we send the affidavit to all the minions in the parliament. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
all
all
MPs.
yeah, 657 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Send
you
an
do.
email, yeah.
Yeah, on of course, you're not going to
I'm
spend.
just writing this down here. I'm writing it.
Yeah. So you send that by but
I'm
you have
writing it down.
this in the groups. You have all this laid out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you go to the website, we have it all there, and you have the templates, and you have the email list. It's
Yeah.
everything in the website. Yeah.
That's lovely. Right. And I need a lead from my laptop to my printer. So I don't need it. I'll email it. I don't need printer. Email it out. Okay, right.
Yeah, you
Lovely.
need to
Thank you
create.
very much.
You need to create an email for the house.
Now that's I'll sort it out. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
So send it all to the MP first. Right, lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed.
You're
Get me
very
started.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
Margaret Petrie. Margaret?
Yeah, hello
Yes.
again. Yeah, I'm just listening in.
Okay, anything
Hello?
you need? Yeah?
Not at the moment. No. I'm okay.
Okie doke. Okay then. João Lestro.
Hi again.
Hi again.
So did you make my question? Sorry, I didn't get it.
Yeah, do you have any questions related to the affidavit?
Not really. I've already read it many times, so I think I've got it.
You think you've got
this
it?
is a call basic. Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I
So,
quite understood it.
Okay, so can you explain why is the crest? What is the crest representing?
What is what? Sorry.
What is the crest representing?
The coat of arms. You're saying in the top. Well, it's representing our house.
It's representing our house?
Our jurisdiction.
And what else? Your jurisdiction? Yeah.
Yeah, my I think so. Might be wrong.
Yeah. Okay. But what else? What else is that crest doing there?
Oh, representing I think representing our natural descendant. That's the word.
Mm-hmm.
Natural descent.
Hmm. And that's it. There is no other purpose for that being there.
Well, I think it's also representing who we are and our powers and our who we who we are. Yeah.
Okay. So when you speak about jurisdiction, what are you saying that you have?
Well, the deals that we make with the so-called institutions like governments and dominions.
But do you make deals with them? No.
I'm in the process. I'm not making it. I don't know the English words for acordo. Making a acordo, like it's a deal, no?
Agreement.
Agreement. No. All right.
No. That's no. I'm asking you about the crest. Why do you have the crest there?
Well, basically, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see if anyone else knows that one. Okay, we'll leave it for later. Okay. Anyone knows how to answer this question? Why do we have the crests in all our documents? What is the main reason for that? What do you guys think is the main reason for that?
Maybe also it's a representation, our legal jurisdiction, the figura jurídica, the figure.
No. That's BS, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the BS people in Portugal now decided to attach that to something that doesn't even needs to be attached to. Forget that shit. Your legal embodiment, the principal legal embodiment, is what? Is King of the Hill. Yeah?
Okay. All right.
So he's under a what? He's protected by what? He's not what? He's not homeless anymore, right? Your principal legal embodiment is not homeless. Why? Why is that?
It's not what?
Homeless.
Homeless.
Because he has a house now.
Exactly. He has a house. Right?
Okay.
So why do you have a crest to identify your house? Okay, everyone that is new to the affidavit, it will not suit you just to do copy and paste. You really need to grasp why the author, Baron David Ward, did what he did. There is a bigger meaning behind all of the things that you think you know. That's why researching is the main aspect of it all. You cannot go just by my words or anyone else's words. You need to do your due diligence, research. Yeah, because the knowledge has to be yours, because none of us is going to be there to make a stand with you. It's you who's going to have to make a stand for your house. So Baron David Ward gives us all the tools for us to do that. So we need to stop being lazy, yeah, and we need to start researching. So the question stands, why do I have a crest in all my communications? Why is it so important for me to have my crest in all the legal paperwork that I am writing, creating? So we already established that the principal legal embodiment by the title of such and such is not homeless anymore. Now he has a house. So that crest must be something huge and powerful. Yeah? Anyone?
You just answer your own question, I think.
Not yet.
No.
Okay. The barons don't say a word. Let the newbies do a research. You guys, you are in a computer. You have a cell phone on your hands, right?
Not actually.
Okay.
It's in the stand, in the windshield.
Yeah, that's why I told you, hang on a minute. Let's see if anyone can give you the answer.
All right.
Okay. Anyone, apart from the barons and the baronesses, anyone has any clue what is the crest? Why is the crest there? What does the crest represent? Why is it so powerful?
The crest represents your individual power of what you are. Is that right?
No, because you cannot do such thing. You are the only one who can represent yourself.
Yeah.
So we are talking about paper, yeah, and we are talking about fictions. And now that fiction has a house. Have you noticed that you have the house of Rothschild, the house of Gotha, the house of this, the house of that? Why do those people keep, from the ages that they've been here, keep that tradition in place? Why did they make us homeless and they continue to spread their houses?
I think that they protect the living being by through the house.
No.
All right.
Do not mix the living being with paper. Yeah? We are talking about the fictions. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you another clue. I've been giving too much clues, guys. Yeah?
Is it because we are speaking on behalf of the name of us?
Yes.
The straw man? What is that right? We are speaking for the name of.
On behalf.
Is that right?
Yeah, you are getting closer, Pete. You are getting closer.
Yeah. We are speaking in behalf of our, as the person in writing.
Yeah, your principal legal embodiment. If
you go in the legal embodiment of that, the name is that. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a clue on Exhibit C. If you go to Exhibit C in the affidavit, you have a clue there. You will see in that that graphic, if you read the graphic, it tells you something. See if you can get there from there.
Yeah, let's see. Right, well, I've written that down, but let's see. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else got any clue? Why do we have that crest there? Why is that crest so powerful? Why is it so important that when we tell you to make it simple, but make it your own and no one can be doing for you? Well, you can have a friend design according to your specifications.
Can I have a second try?
Yeah.
So maybe because it's actually protection and also representing the difference between the living being, the man or woman, and the legal figure.
No, I told you before, do not mix the two together because you cannot be a piece of paper. Are you a piece of paper?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so how can it be a representation then? Is a picture
representing the legal, representing the legal figure, because I'm not my name. Then something that has been given to me, and they think and they work it like it was me, like if I was the name.
No. You are making a claim, and that claim, you never heard that claim coming from their mouth. That I can guarantee you.
The council tax on that.
Yeah?
So you're pushing the table, I'm telling you.
Okay.
You have to make it.
Yeah. You have to be very careful for the things that you say. That's why you need to know what is the truth and what are the facts. Because like Baron David Ward used to say, this is not kindergarten. Yeah? You are touching on a ground that you need to be 100% sure that you know who you are and especially who you are not. Okay, I'm going to give you another clue, guys, so we can move on from this one. You have correspondence coming into your doors, and that correspondence comes with a logo. And if it comes from the council or the fake courts, yeah, they also come with a what? Her Majesty.
A crest.
Yes. Why is that? What is the difference between our crest and their crest?
It's to make sure that that the correspondence is being sent by us and only us, right?
No.
I think it's no difference because we are in the same level of commerce. I don't know.
What?
In commerce.
Listen, Felipe. You said when I asked you in a while that you were new, right?
Yeah.
You were new to the affidavit, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so tread carefully.
Okay. No,
I am a fucking bastardess for a reason, yeah? You need to tread carefully.
Okay. But I see the affidavit. I read it a little bit, and I see that he make this comparison about McDonald's and an institution. So we are in commerce.
Yeah, but does he? No. Does he make that comparison with a crest? We are not talking the same thing. Once you are talking a logo, and I am talking about a crest. What is so different and powerful from our crest to theirs? That's where I'm getting at.
Well, I don't know.
You cannot pick up a piece of paper, yeah, and oh yeah, this is just a piece of paper, and I can write stuff in it, yeah. Well, you can do that, but it will serve you what? There was a man who wrote that piece of paper, right? That is a fact, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you stick your crest in that piece of paper, what is the transformation that is happening now?
You became the author, the creator of the document.
You are the creator in either way. Either way, there is a man or a woman always creating something behind. Okay, guys, let's move. I will come back to this one later on. I will give you some time for you guys to go and do a research about it, okay? Anyone has any more questions related to the affidavit? Chris Besant.
Yes, just quickly.
Mine was more in regard to a letter I've received regarding a lien. I always like to respond, and this one is that they've actually sort of like told me that they're not going to be pursuing anything, and I really want to know how would I carry on respond to this, or would I just let this one go, as they're telling me that it's they won't open an account in my name, any third party in future.
I didn't get that. So did you start a lien already or not?
I completed the lien, and halfway through the lien, they actually told me that they were going to withdraw. But obviously, because I'd started the lien, I continued, and then they finished with another letter just telling me that they've requested that the energy company no longer uses them to pursue any account of mine going forward. So they're withdrawn, and they've told me they're withdrawn. And I just need to know whether I can further respond or whether I would.
No, if you already completed the lien and they replied to you after the completion of the lien?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, keep that on your files. If they come and harass you again, you just start like an opportunity to withdraw.
Okay,
because
fine.
they already said bye. I'm running for the hills.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
Keep that in your records. Perfect.
Will do.
Okay, touching another point that Chris brought. Now I want to know, why do we have for and on behalf of the Attorney General of the House of? Anyone?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Following Chris, that she touched that point. Now I want to know if you guys know, why do we have for and on behalf of the Attorney General of the House of? Perhaps this one, for the people that are new, it's a little bit tough, but for the ones that already been dealing with the affidavit, anyone?
It's about retaining our power.
No. In a way, you are. Yeah, you are telling them that you have the power. Yeah.
It's like I've not given my power away to anybody. I have the power.
Exactly. And what else? Who deals with formal, legal, informal matters of that house? It can only be the Attorney General.
In general, yeah.
Exactly.
Keeper of the keys.
Exactly. Okay, because you never give your power of attorney to anyone, so it's only fair that you put that for and on behalf the Attorney General of the House up. Because who deals with the matters, legal and formal, can only be our Attorney General. Yeah?
Yeah.
So every time we are writing these letters, we need to pick up the hat of the Attorney General and put it on. Yeah, that's why we normally say, leave your emotions in the couch. Because the Attorney General now is in the house. Okay, make sense? Good, good. And silence creates the agreement. Okay, next one. Manmeet. Any questions? Manmeet? Manmeet? Okay, Brian, beneficiary. Any questions? Brian? Okay, Sway. Any questions?
Yes, hello. Just a quick one. Thanks for the opportunity. I'm still new to this as well, and once I read first call of the affidavits, I realized it's not a walk in the park. It was an eye opener, and I definitely want to take my time to study it really well. But in the meantime, I did get a letter from the council tax saying that I had to appear in the court apparently on the phone. I didn't turn up last week, but I'm just seeing what can I do while I'm still reading the affidavits, because I know they're probably going to respond with threatening letters and all that kind of stuff. Is there anything I can do, or just ignore? Would you assume just to ignore?
Okay, did you analyze that they send you a summons, yeah?
Yeah, through the mail.
Open the affidavit, Exhibit A, the 12 presumptions of law.
Yeah, I read
and
that.
find out what did they send you.
Oh, okay.
Do you have the affidavit with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you read us the part of the summons?
On the letter.
No, in the affidavit. Do you want me to read?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay. So, when you go to Exhibit A, it's very important that we know, well, what do we have in this affidavit, yeah? It's not just reading. You have to clearly comprehend what you are doing and why you are doing it. Because now, as you read in the decree, what do we say? Ladies and gentlemen, it's our duty and obligation and very great honor to make the following announcement and decree. This is us saying these words, okay? So when we go to Exhibit A, what are we doing on Exhibit A? Can you tell me what are we doing? Anyone knows what are we doing on Exhibit A? And
Stating facts.
What? Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna ask Darren to give you a reply. Hello, Telgm.
How are you?
Can you tell this lovely people here what are we doing on Exhibit A?
We're formally challenging the presumptions. So they make a presumption that, you know, we are a defendant, and that can be dismissed by a formal challenge by purely saying, I'm not a defendant because I don't fall under your jurisdiction. And then they would then need to provide the material evidence that you are what they say you are, and that is a defendant. Well, there never could be any material evidence because they've made it up. They made it up within their set of rules.
Is that clear, Sray?
Yeah, that's definitely clear, and that's the part I read as well, and it makes sense.
Okay, so can you read us the point 5 then?
The presumption of immunity, is that the one?
The presumption of summons.
Sorry, yes. The presumption of summons is that the custom of summons unrebutted.
Wait. This is the problem that you guys have, yeah? And this is something that I want you to start doing when you read this document. That's why we say read, sleep, and sleep, okay? So when you read like this, the presumption of summons is that by custom a summons unrebutted, okay? This won't make sense in your head. You have to read the presumption of summons is that by custom. Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
What is a costume? What is a summons? Yeah?
Yeah.
A summons unrebutted stands, and therefore one who attends court is presumed to accept a position. Read it slowly. No one is running after you, so you don't need to rush. You need to really read the words. Yeah, and if you don't understand the word, you need to go and search for it in the etymology of the words. Yeah?
Yeah.
So
continue.
What they do is, if you appear to be, you will be treated as if you are. So if they constantly sending you letters, the defendant, you'll be treated as the defendant because you haven't said, I'm not the defendant. You know, who exactly are you after? Because I've not agreed to be a defendant. So
you
that's
didn't
why.
rebut it.
Yeah. That's why we challenge all of their paperwork, because they'll make these presumptions, and you're just saying, no, you don't have the authority to do that.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, so continue. Defendant, juror, witness.
Yep. Defendant, juror, witness, and jurisdiction of the court. Attendance to court is usually invitation by summons, unless the summons is rejected and returned with a copy of the rejection field prior to choosing to visit.
Yeah.
To visit or attend. Jurisdiction and position as accused and the existence of guilt stands.
Did you understand that? That's what Darren was saying.
Yeah.
If you don't rebut, the guilt will stand. So the next point is the most important of them all. What do we say? We, the undersigned,
formally challenge the presumption of summons, as it is by definition a presumption.
Presumption.
Yeah, well, by definition, and has no standing or merit in presentable or material fact.
Okay, what did we do just now? We are challenging.
Challenging, yeah.
their presumption, right? Because when you come here in the beginning, you have the definition of presumption, an idea that is taken to be true on the basis of probability. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so to answer your question, what do you think you need to be doing now? So you received a summons from a fake court because it's an administrative court, which is they deal in bulk, yeah? So you need to send the affidavit and make them pay special attention to Exhibit A. And the point, what is the point? Exhibit A, Section 5. Yeah? You give them 20 to 48 hours to rebut that affidavit. They can only do it by another affidavit. Yeah? And if they don't rebut it, what do you have?
Tacit agreement.
Exactly. You have a tacit agreement to the facts. Those are the facts. Prove me wrong, monkey boy. Yeah?
Yeah, thank you for that. Very helpful.
Okie dokie. Next. Who's next? Brian, the beneficiary, are you there already or not yet?
So sick he has, man.
No, Brian? Okay.
The Lord, taxpayers will not pay him.
Anyone?
I'm taking him.
Any more questions?
Yes, can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we? I'm actually from Australia. We can use these internationally, is that right?
Oh, we have so many affidavits already served in Australia. If you go to the website, we have Peter, Joseph, and Lisa. They are in Australia, and they've been doing an amazing work. So you have like a folder there for the Australia. Everything that has been already done in Australia.
Okay, thank you. Yes, thanks.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Okay, Felipe Cristóvão.
Yeah, I have a question. Like I said, I'm new here at the affidavit. I make a course in Portugal with Confederação Lusitana.
Whoa, wait, what?
I do a course in Portugal.
Yeah. A course of what?
With João Jorge. You know this guy?
Yeah. For what?
For for these matters. You know.
What matters?
My English is very rusty. I'm sorry.
Okay, so did you do a course on affidavit?
Not affidavit.
Okay.
This is the next one.
Oh, it is the next one. And how much are you going to pay for that?
Well, I'm at the Confederação. I don't know if it's for free or not.
But do you pay on the Confederation? Do you pay money?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do, huh? Do you know that Baron David Ward did this for free? He left us this for free. This is accessible to everyone and anyone on the internet for free. Because Exhibit F tells you, hang on a minute, Exhibit F tells you that there is no money. Right?
Okay. But I think everybody
listen, I'm going to be straight to you. I'm going to be straight to you, okay? João Jorge and Confederation has nothing to do with the affidavit, okay? If they are teaching you, they are teaching you bollocks, shit, okay? They are not teaching you anything that is going to be helpful for you related to the affidavit. We have nothing to do with them. Let that be clear.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone that is charging you money for knowledge, you should be worried, because there is a maxim in fact: let he who deceives be deceived. We don't do that shit here, and I hate that.
Okay, I'm seeing this. Did you hate this?
Yeah.
But well, We are free to do whatever we
Yes,
want.
you are free. Yes, but then I will tell you, remove yourself from my groups. Okay?
But why, Carla?
Because I don't agree with people getting money out of you to give you knowledge. I am doing it for free. All the admins that are in this call are here for free. Because we cannot charge you for something for you to grow in your own fucking power. I am no different from the other morons that I'm putting them to charge them. Yeah? Because that's what they do. They put taxes on you, they lie to you, they don't tell you things how they are, and they are charging you. Yeah? And I've been getting a lot of people that is coming from that confederation in a lot of shit. And I'm not dealing with that. Because they are being misled. Okay? If the people that are teaching don't know what the fuck they're talking about, they should not be talking about it. Okay?
I know that you have an issue with them, but
no, I have an issue. I always had an issue with people that are misleading other people. Okay? I've always had the problem with that. And Baron David Ward, you can go and hear him say that. He did this for free. He left us a document, for us to learn how to stand in our power. So I'm telling you, you are free to make your choices. Like I said to you, MAXIM, in fact, let he who deceives be deceived. So if your intention is to come to my groups and learn, that's one thing.
Yeah, it is.
Okay? But it's not for you to be in my groups and then go and charge other people for the knowledge that I'm giving you for free.
No, of course not.
Okay? Because if you ask João Jorge and João Malheiro, I give them the knowledge for free. I never asked for any donations. So what the fuck are they doing asking you to donate? Well, yeah? This is where I'm coming from.
Okay. You got what once people are asking for your confidence, faith and belief, they've got invested interests then, aren't they?
Can I say something? Just be the devil, because the thing is, as far as I know, the formations, the courses are free, and the donation or what they pay is for cloud service, websiting. There's a lot of service that Confederation is paying. Like you have a cloud, encrypted cloud, I think, and emails. It's a lot of you have a lot of things. And once you pay the bill,
keep you dependent. Of course, keep you dependent, my friend. That's your opinion. I deal with facts. Our facts are very straightforward, and the truth is the truth. If none of us admins,
no doubt. What I'm saying is they are not paying for the courses. They are paying for the
myself
services.
And other admins, we did last year a lot of meetings. We paid from our pocket, and we never asked anyone that came to us for a cent. There is a duty and great honor in letting other people know that we've been lied to for fucking 800 years. I don't need other motherfuckers to come and keep me from my knowledge. Yeah, if you pay me 20 quid, you can come and learn from me. Fuck you. You know, you are not doing a benefit. That's not a benefit. But if you want to understand it like that, it's your fucking problem, not mine. Yeah? I am clear in what I am saying because I have first-hand knowledge. They were with me last year. I never asked them a cent, and I gave them all the information about the affidavit. They don't have a fucking clue of what they are doing. They are misleading people with those, what they call it, those formations, whatever that is. It's fucking bollocks, guys. And if you go there, do not come to my channel. I will not clean the shit that other people are doing. If you are in the Confederation, I ask you a simple question. What the fuck is the crest doing in your documents? You don't know how to tell me what that is, do you? Have you been trained by them? Did they tell you why do you use your crest there? It's a simple question, isn't it? So what are you learning there?
Well, I can speak. It's the course that I made with them. It's 4 or 5 Zoom sessions, and it's really compact to introduce this team. For me, it's completely new. So for me, it's really cool to pay just a little amount, and for 5 cents.
Oh, really? You pay just a little amount, yeah? You pay what, £1? Is
No,
£1?
but it's my money, so I can do whatever I want.
It's your faith. It's your faith and belief. But you are the problem. You and people like you that think like you are thinking are the problem. How the hell do you think that we are going to build something new if you keep insisting that the system that we live in is still good? How are you going to change anything? How are we going to change anything? We are not. Do you understand?
I understand your point, yeah. I understand your point. Okay.
Yeah, well, that gets on my nerves. So please make sure to tell other people that you talk to or send them to this recording that will be on YouTube that we have nothing to do with Confederation or anyone that is charging you for knowledge. Yeah? Is that clear?
Yeah, of course.
Good.
No problem.
Darren, you were saying?
So is what? Say what?
You were saying?
Well, I think you've covered it now.
Did I? Do you think I need to add some more fuckers?
When you really get this affidavit, you comprehend that the money, it represents energy, and that is the issue. They steal our energy from us. The cash system works, when you're getting an exchange, it's used for an exchange, but when you're being charged for something, they're taking your energy and they don't give anything in return, then there's a big problem then, because they're robbing you. But they're doing it on, it's been a global scale for 800 plus years, hasn't it? So that's where you got to come to. And how could we charge people to tell them that there's no money? That's a big scam in my book. You pay me 20 quid and I'll explain to you that there's no money.
It's an oxymoron.
Right.
People that are coming from there, they don't even know what they are talking about. They are putting people in more trouble than giving solutions. I mean, and then they are saying that they are related to us. No, they are fucking not. It's impossible. And people think that I am rude, but I am not rude. You are mistaking rudeness by passion. I have the same fucking passion as Baron David Ward because I fucking understand what he left it us. And you guys have no fucking clue. You didn't speak with him. You didn't listen to his words. You didn't listen to what he left to prove us that we have fucking nothing and we live in a fucking illusion. And you are all creating this, living in the la-la land like you own something. You own nothing. And sooner or later, you will be put to test. They will test you. They will take everything you think you own. And who are you going to come and cry? How many of these people are going to charge you like huge amounts for them to save you? No one is coming to save you, guys. You are your own fucking savior. Yeah, either you understand that you have the power and you learn how to empower yourself, or don't come to me or any of my channels with that bullshit. Yeah? It's simple as that.
But Carla, I don't came here from them from the Confederation. You know, they don't say me anything. I just
Were
found
you
this. You know, on
okay?
the
Were you the
YouTube.
one? Were you the one asking in the chat if we were going to charge for this call? Yeah,
Yeah, it was me.
yeah, yeah. Because you think that we needed to charge you something.
Well, it's a simple question because
Yeah.
everything is paying these days. You know.
Yeah, yeah. You see,
Yeah.
this is where the affidavit changes you from the inside out, and we can see who is really touched by the affidavit and who is not. Yeah, because you have to change. Once you understand this document and the words that are in it, you will change. You cannot be the same anymore. You get it? And what we do here, it's not the same that they do in the Confederation. Here, we tell you straight to your face how the fucking is. You know why? Because the criminals up there, they will come running into your house and steal everything you think you own. Yeah? So you have to have what? A pair, yeah, and balls of steel. So here, there are no fairy tales. There are no magic words. Yeah? Here, you learn who the fuck you are. The power that you always had. And we give it for free. You know why? Because Baron David Wood told us, if you have to do something, pay it forward. Pay it forward. Do you know what that means?
No.
It means that he gave me my power. I have to give my power. I have to teach you how I got my power for free. Because he did the same thing to me. Yeah? So the thing is that João Malheiro and João Jorge, every time I spoke with him, I always told them, do not put liens and affidavit in the paying fucking system. I was very clear last year. Yeah? And if they continue to do what they think they are up to do, yes, they are free to do whatever they want. It's their consciousness. But do not associate yourselves with me, because I have nothing to do with you. You are not a fucking baron.
No,
You
no,
are
I don't. I
criminal
don't
like the
associate.
other
Like I
criminals.
said, I don't come to you to for them. I just search on the YouTube and I found this. So
Yeah.
it's no link.
It will be your decision. Now you know. Yeah?
Yeah.
It will be your decision.
All right.
That's
Yeah, I mean, here, you know, incorrectly unlawful and the other groups, you got people that actually knew David personally. You know, Carla did, Scott, you know, Dave, Adrian. So you know, I didn't know him personally, but I've learned from the people who did.
Okay.
And anything I've ever questioned, I've learned from the people that actually knew him that questioned him. Like,
yeah.
So what they're telling me was his words, basically, because it's what they got told.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm seeing that you drinking directly from the source. That's
yeah, exactly. Yeah, when you've got people that have moved away and aren't in continuous contact with the people that knew David, they can never give you a correct answer because they didn't know him. They didn't know how he would have answered it. You know, so yeah, like you say, it's straight from the source, basically, isn't it?
That's why no one can answer my question, Darren, about the crest.
Yeah.
Apart from us. Yeah? The admin. No one can know. Because no one ever had the thought of going and do a research. Why this? Why did he create this? Who was Baron David Wood? Why did he do what he did? Yeah? Why did he left a comfort life of being a slave and wanted to be a man of straw? Why? Why? No, people don't know because they love the fantasy world. Yeah? They love this. Oh, yeah, now I know this and I'm doing this. What the fuck are you doing? If one of them come those criminals come to your door, you will shit your pants. And you will be coming, oh, help me, help me, help me. Because you don't know your power.
You got to know what, you can't just, if you're going to use this stuff, you can't just, dip into it a little bit. It's got to kind of become your life, and you've got to know what you're talking about when you're dealing with these people. When you ask them these questions, they got no answers because they don't know what they're talking about. But you can only do that from putting in the hours and learning this stuff.
Yeah.
The other night I was helping someone, and I managed to get the copper on the phone, and he couldn't answer a single question I asked him. Dealing with these criminals, even just on the phone, you'll leave them. They can't answer you. They've got no words to give you, because you can't come back once someone's given you the facts. That's it. You can't argue it. There's no more argument. It's dead in the water. You've left them with the facts. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay, anyone has any more questions? I hope the message was well perceived by all. This channel is no flower, and I am a fucking bastardess, so don't expect me to be all fluffy, because I am not. And yeah, I will tell you straight as it is, and I hope you tell me straight as it is. I don't like flowers. So flowers is for the dead. I am a living fucking woman. And I have balls of steel. So bring it on, baby. Yeah? Because I know my power. And guys, until 2020, I didn't know. I was one of those. Yes? Living in La La Land, paying the taxes, being a nice girl, until I was presented with truth. And I tell you, the affidavit, it's in words. Yeah? It will crush every single illusion that you think you have. And if it's not doing that, it's because you are not reading it correctly. Okay? Okay. Anyone? Any questions?
Carla, Carla, do you run the Affidavit Portugal group in Telegram?
No. Portugal has two admins, which is Florbella and Mena. Then you have Leuco, which is here in the call, which is also one of the moderators. You have Mia, which is one of the moderators. Mia's been with us as well since the beginning, and she's in the UK groups as well. And what else? Florbella, what else do we have? We have Octo, which is one of the moderators as well.
Yeah, I'm just looking over the call. Yeah.
Famadulish.
He's also here, and we have a couple more people involved, but they're not here on the call. So,
yeah.
Okay.
I am only there to rant when I see too much stupidity being written, basically. So when I see that you guys are saying going back to the La La Land, I bring it back to the facts and reality. Yeah.
Okay.
Normally we have here the channel Divergent Motivation. We try to do a call in English and one in Portuguese. Yeah. There is no fixed date, again, because I have a life. Yeah. And I have to do it accordingly to the things that I have in my life. But we try to have it at least every 15 days. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, it's for free. The only thing that we are giving is our energy. Yeah? To empower you, to make you know that you have the power. You always had the power. Anyone that is charging you affidavit and liens related, run away from it. Because once you get to Exhibit F, if you didn't understand what's written in there, well, I'm sorry to say, but you want to be deceived. That's just it. Okay, there is any more questions, guys? Anyone?
Yeah, I'm really interested in knowing, in fact, what is the crest, if you want to share with us.
Okay, now I'm going to share with you guys. So what is the difference between our crest and their crest? They have the common, yeah? What do they have? What does that say to you?
Sorry, it was not, I didn't get the question. Can you repeat?
We have the greatest seal. Yeah? Our crest is the highest of the high. Do you know the difference between public and private? Anyone? What is the difference between private and public?
No, can you explain to us? We're not sure what it is.
What? Who was speaking? Was it you, Pete?
I said I don't know the difference between public and private. Could you explain, please?
Okay. Are you in the public or in the private? You, Pete, are you in the public or the private?
I'm public. Am I public or am I private? I'm not sure.
No, you are private. You are always in the private. Anyone
Always in
that's...
private.
Yes, always. Okay? The 9 to 5 is public. So all the servants, when they are in their jobs, they are the public. The rules of the McDonald's apply to who? The public, them, not us, because we are always in the private. We don't work for them. We don't have a paycheck from the government. So we are not the public. We are the people. When they leave from their jobs, yeah, the 9 to 5, they are in the private as well. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what does that mean related to my crest? It means that my crest is the highest of the highest, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, because their crests and seals are what? Common. Right? There is an explanation given by Baron David Ward himself explaining why the seal and the crest. Why do we use it? Why do we have as a signature for and on behalf? The title for and on behalf the Attorney General, for and on behalf of the Baron. Yeah?
Yeah, carry on.
Okie doke, carry on. Let's see if Philippe understood. Was Philippe that made the question that wanted to know? Or as well?
It was me.
Okay, João, did that answer your question? Now you know.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. So can you explain to me why do you have your crest?
No. No, it's I think. Yeah, I know.
I told you.
Yeah, it's basically what he said. It's meaning we are in the private.
No. Your crest is the highest of the high. Their crest is a common crest.
Common.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Do you understand now?
Yes.
Okay, because you are private. You are the people. You are the povo. You are not the public.
Yes.
Okay? So now your straw man is under the highest of the high. So is the house of Lestro, yeah?
Yes.
That has the most power against all of them. How powerful is this? Just with a crest? Fucking hell, right? Can you compete with this? No, you cannot. Because you are in the public. You work for who? Who do they work for? No, who do they work for?
For the public.
Exactly. They are on the payroll, right?
Yeah.
Was that clear?
Makes sense. Yes, it was clear.
Okay. Chris, do you want to say something?
Oh no, I was just saying for the corporation.
Exactly.
And they're servants.
Exactly.
So how can a servant have any power?
It's the same thing that if you have a company, now your employee tells you what you need to do to your company, in your company. Doesn't make sense, does it? Leoko, you want to add something?
Carry on. I'm listening.
Carry on. Rant away. Okay, let's go and see Rebecca Maria. I think Rebecca just either she's shy or she just let this, let me just make presence there and listen to what they are saying. Rebecca, you have to unmute yourself to speak.
Hiya, Carla. Sorry, I'm just listening.
I've
you hear
been
me?
calling you for ages.
I know I've been took dog for a walk and been shop. I've been listening. It's been on loudspeaker.
Do you have any questions?
No, I've just first time I've jumped on to your Telegram calls, so I'm just listening in. I'm just slowly learning. I've been watching all your channels and getting my head around it all. I'm not attempting liens yet. Just like you said, need to know the ins and outs and get there. But I'm enjoying this little chat, actually. It's quite...
Oh, do you like to see me rant?
Yeah. She just remind me of me.
Yes. Okay, that's good. Let's rant away.
But no, I've not really got any questions as such. I keep jumping on all Zooms and just listening in and learning and getting to learn the language, and because it's what to take in, isn't it? So I'm just getting used to reading it, getting used to the language of the use, understanding what it is.
Yeah,
And I'm
it helps if you have the affidavit printed
yeah,
and
I've got it printed.
yeah, mark the words that you don't understand, and if you want to pop them in the chat, so to get a little broad clarification, you can do that. It
Yeah,
helps, like having other perspectives. Yeah.
no, I really like you putting people on the spot as well and asking them. I find that helpful because it makes you use your brain.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll know it without even knowing.
Exactly. And when you put it out, you can see that, oh, wait a minute, this doesn't make any lots of sense. Maybe I don't know how I think I know, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning a hell of a lot. I've been sat going through your channels.
Do you, I don't know, Darren, do we have like any affidavit Zoom calls or something?
Yeah, Susie and Amanda do them, and
Yeah,
they do them on a Monday and a Wednesday.
they're doing the lean ones still.
Mm-hmm.
But we hadn't done any sort of Zoom learning ones for quite a while because Scott kind of takes the lead on them usually.
Yeah.
Because he just talk, doesn't he, Scott?
Yeah, but I'm even jumping on the Monday and Wednesday Zooms and just going. They go through the liens, and I'm reading the liens as people are going through them. They just check them, don't they, mostly? But I'm still picking up little bits from that and reading people's liens, even though they're like speed readers. I'm still reading and looking and what people are writing and amending and picking up little hints and tips and things like that. So I still find them useful, even though I've not started liens yet.
Yeah, it's good.
It's all there in that affidavit. So when I'm writing letters, you know, I got the affidavit open, and sometimes I'll just do a letter specific to one exhibit, and I'll concentrate on that to really kind of, you know, hammer the nail into these people.
And that's it. It's point of reference. You don't need anything else. So I was doing the 3-letter process, and I was sat there with David next to me, and I'm thinking, why am I bothering reading acts and legislation when that's there sat next to me? You know, to write the notices and things. And I'm just like, what am I doing? I'm just wasting my time when it's all in that document.
Yeah.
So that's why I left that. I finished the process just to get it finished. And thought, right, I'm going to concentrate on this now because it basically puts all their acts and statutes in bin.
What people need to do is really test their knowledge. So I just ring people. You know, I rung the bank a couple of times to talk about money and stuff like that. And then recent, you know, when you can write these letters, like recently, my brother had a customer who'd been a pain in the ass. And they were withholding 13 grand, and the woman writ contracts for a multinational company, and they writ this big long-winded letter full of emotion and bollocks and not sticking anything to the contract. So I just writ a rebuttal to their points and stuck to the contract, and they shit themselves and paid him the next day.
Yeah.
It is getting those words. Stop using all the bollocks talk. You know, like you know, when you hear people say, "Oh, I got a letter from the council," well, the council can't send you a letter, so you're talking shit straight away.
Yeah.
You know, or the government said this. Well, the government can't do anything because it's just a fiction. Do you know what I mean? We're talking. We've been taught to talk shit all the time. And it doesn't really make any sense.
I know I've got something going on at minute with schools. My little boy, I know you can pull him out on homeschool, but I'm not in a position to do that at the moment. I've just found out that they're teaching them non-binary in schools, part of sex education, which you can't opt out of. So I'm just like, oh wow.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether to send them affidavit because all I've had response-wise back is we're following government guidance, and I'm just like, well, it's government.
Well, yeah, but they're only ever going to do that because
Yeah, I know.
they want to keep their job.
Exactly. But it's, I don't know. I'm not against anybody, you know, wanting to do that, but I think because my little boy's like only 9, they're gonna get, you know, they're confused, like they're figuring themselves out at that age, aren't they? And I just think telling them a little girl can be a little boy or a little boy can be a little girl, I think it
But
just
again, it's going into fantasy land because you can only
Exactly.
be a man. The fact is you can only be a man or you can only be a woman.
Yeah.
You know,
This is the thing.
if a man died and he told everyone he was a woman, in 100 years they dug his body out, they say, yeah, it's the body of a man. Because it's factually. So we're constantly teaching kids all this shit that's just going to get them nowhere.
Yeah. It's
You
very,
know, all they're being led to is to be the next taxpayer. And the way to be a good taxpayer is to live inside of the illusion because you don't really fucking know anything.
I know.
You know, you
I
can
know.
only
I know
know.
I'm fighting a losing battle with it, like, but
All of us can only use second-hand information because while you're on this earth, you can't make up anything new. You learn as much information as you possibly can that's come from somewhere else, and then you use your discernment to work out what's correct.
Yeah.
You know, and then when you get something like the affidavit, you're still looking at it going, well, can that be proved wrong? Well, no, it can't. None of it can be proved wrong. So, you know, that's what we'll stick to.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But
didn't know if I could use it.
with schools, you know, it is difficult because, you know, we all got to try and exist in a slavery system where you need
Tell me about it.
their faith and belief, and it is very hard for people to take children out of school
It is.
because, you know, you got to go out and earn that faith and belief.
Yeah, unfortunately. But it is, I'm quite lucky because he is very aware. He can see bullshit from a mile away, even though he's 9 years old.
Yeah.
He's so funny. You should have heard him when they were all batting on about Queen dying. He would have he come on one day and he goes, Mummy, I'm sick and tired of hearing about the Queen. I says, all right then, mate. I says, what's up with that? He goes, well, I'm thinking in my head she weren't even human.
But it's the same thing. Calling the woman the Queen when if you went out in the street and said, well, what's the Queen then? What is a Queen?
Yeah.
Nobody knows because it don't mean anything to anybody.
No,
it was all I'd keep telling my kids. It was a woman who called herself the Queen.
Yeah.
And she called herself our Queen, but I've got no formal agreement with her saying that she is my Queen. You know, what is a Queen?
Yeah.
You know, what is a ruler? Do you know what I mean? It's all bollocks again.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm quite lucky in that way.
we just got to keep educating them and correcting them, and pointing in the direction of the facts all the time.
That's what I do with him now. Like I'm just even with affidavit as I'm learning, I'm trying to teach him as well as which. You know, so hopefully when he...
One thing that helps a lot is before you go to bed, if you put the playlist of Baron David Wards in the background, just let it play. Because your subconscious mind is getting all the information that you need. And then when you are in your awake state, it will make more sense because your subconscious will bring stuff and you will be like, oh, now I get it.
I do it all the time. I listen constantly to your podcasts, to David Ward's podcasts, what's on YouTube, and I'm constantly listening to it. And I get little things all the time. It's like light bulb. It's mad. But I am constantly listening to it. I listen to it. That the reading he did where that lady is from Australia.
Australia,
yeah. And I listen to it all the time.
it's constantly questioning. So even with the 12 presumptions came from canon law.
Yeah.
You need to then go, well, what is canon law? Where does all that come from? So I'll go and look at everything, every part of it. I'll go and look back as far as I can see and get an understanding of everything. Like,
Yeah.
you've got to have the questions. You've got to constantly keep asking the questions to keep learning, basically.
Yeah, of course you do.
And telling people
also for
about
you
it.
to start making questions, because once you program your brain, because like we've been programmed to not make questions, so you
Yeah.
have to unplug from that code and create a new code. Yeah. So you have to start. Yeah, you have to start making questions, even when you are with your kids or your family. Try to ask questions instead of replying to anything that people ask you. Just reply with another question. Just so you be able to start training yourself. That's how you need to be doing. Because then when you have these criminals knocking on your door or saying some of the BS that they say, you are more prepared for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes here in the channel, we have calls. We call it the little, how do we say it, Darren?
The role play.
Yeah,
the role play. Yeah.
Yeah, we do little role plays and we create situations, and you need to apply the affidavit. So stay tuned for one of those.
Yeah.
And jump in.
Yeah, I've heard a few mention that you do them, and I've been waiting for you to mention them, and I'll jump on one of them. I'm not very clever on Telegram. I don't really use it that much, but I'm getting there with it. So, Carla, where do you like advertise that you're gonna do your talks on the Telegram? I've seen Kirsty share it today, so that's how I knew you were on tonight.
Yeah, I do it here because I'm not on Facebook.
On Telegram, right?
Yeah. Then
No
then I can tell Anthony or the other admins to advertise on Facebook, like I said today to Anthony.
Yeah. Right. Brilliant. It's just so I can keep my eye out then. I am on channel quite a lot, and I have a sit and read and stuff. So I'll keep my eye out for that then. Brilliant. But I ain't got really any questions at the minute. Like I said, I'm just learning and taking it all in. And
take your time.
And getting
that's the best option. Take your time, really grasp the facts, and search everything we say. Do not trust our words. Please do not trust them. Go and research.
I don't. Nothing. I always look it from my own eyes.
Yeah.
I've sat and started doing like just practicing a lien, so I get used to picking claims out and.
Okay, but first you have to go for the best method to learn anything is to go for the foundation. That's how Baron David Ward created this affidavit, because he's been 12 years into common law, free man on the land, and all that jibber jabber. Yeah, but he went to the foundation of why wasn't those things working. Yeah, that's how he got to the consent of the government. That's how he got to the power of attorney, right? So when you are speaking about a lien, you have to go and research what the fuck is a lien.
Yeah.
Go for the foundation, because once you know what is foundation, why did they create the system of the lien, it will be easier for you to understand the words that are written in there. Yeah?
Brilliant.
One document that helped me understand the liens a bit more was modern money mechanics that come from the Federal Reserve.
Yep.
And it basically just tells you about, how they create money, basically, or, confidence, faith, and belief. Once you understand that, a lot more falls into place.
Yeah, and that, can you just search that document online?
Yeah, you'll find it online. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
It's
I wanted to ask you,
available to
Darren.
everything. But also, once you understand money creation,
Yeah.
it's very easy to see that nobody needs to pay taxes, and it's easy to see that it's designed through economic slavery. That's what it's for.
Yeah, economics.
That,
Yeah.
that's all it can be, because it's all created from nothing.
Exactly.
You know, once you truly
And
understand that.
if you can find those links, post it on the Divergent channel so they can see.
Oh yeah, I'll grab them. Yeah, it's a bit of a boring document, but it's, you know, a lot more things fall into place once you've read it.
Yeah. It's better to know than just to, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, most of the I honestly I want to know everything about everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I have to go and read a lot, you know. I have to read about everything and anything. And one of the things that you guys should be like saying, hoo, it's because you don't have Baron David Ward's with us, not in his avatar, but he is in other ways, but okay, because you wouldn't be so much in La La Land, because he would destroy every single piece. I, myself, wouldn't make stupid questions. I had to go and research first, then to go to him and ask him anything, because otherwise he would just shred me to pieces.
Yeah, he did that to me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
But he did that on purpose. It wasn't because he was mean or anything. You know, he had the most amazing heart I ever knew. You know, it was just for you to wake up.
Get off your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. Because, well, you must tell people that many times.
Yeah.
You can't carry on repeating yourself. You've got to do it for yourself.
Exactly.
It's because I'm saying, like, I healed myself from a nerve condition, and people always ask me like what to do, and I'm like, tell them what to do, and they're like, oh, I can't do that. I'm like, why can't you? I did it. Why can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I says, go off and do a bit of reading, do a bit of research, but nobody does. So,
because
exactly.
people are just dependent, aren't they? People are lazy. They can't.
They want you to do it for them, and it's going. I think it's a programming.
Yeah.
It's so hard sometimes to get off your ass. I think you literally have to have it instilled in you.
A lot of it, though, is being unable to actually look at your own life and taking responsibility for what you've done.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, most illness is, well, all illness is a result of how you've lived your life.
Well, mine, guess this.
And to completely change your life, it's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah, it is.
But you know, you got to do it. Like you got to make these huge changes. You can't just keep moaning about stuff. You know, you got to get off your ass and do something about it.
Exactly what I told myself.
Yeah.
I do with myself. The first, like, because I went to a fruit only diet to cure. It's called neuropathy. It's basically like MS, and it was getting to a point where we're going to be bedbound. So I had to have a word with my son, and I just did it. And in 3 days, I was totally out of pain. It was crazy. I couldn't get over it. So, and obviously, like, well, I'm in beauty industry, Carla. I know you're a hairdresser, aren't you? I don't.
Creators and putting the world all beautiful, all ugliness, and we go and create everything beautiful. I can't do that with Darren because he's already dashing Darren, and there is not much I can do. So yeah. Yeah, that's that. What is it that you do?
Bit of, well, I'm mainly nails. I do acrylic
Oh,
gel
good.
nails, makeup, lashes, massage,
Mm,
things like that.
wonderful.
So
Yeah.
my poor clients have to endure me listening to your amazing voice nearly every day. They haven't got a choice.
Apart from my rants, yeah, I can believe that.
Some of them take it in. It's quite funny actually. Because I
Yeah, because
practice
of
it.
my accent.
Yeah, I practice it every day. Like, obviously, some of them will pay me in money, cash, whatever, faith and belief. And I'll
Yeah,
say to
that's
one of my
yeah.
clients one day, thanks for
One
my
of
faith
the
and belief.
things, yeah, one of the things that I want to make clear, because I think there is a misconception that people got in their brains. I don't know why. It's because when we say faith and belief, there is a reason why we say that. And the reason is very simple. Before we knew the affidavit and we knew the facts, yeah, we all thought that money was this thing. So we gave energy to that thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After the affidavit, we know, I was doing something very wrong. I was giving a type of energy to that thing. After all, that thing is nothing. So I'm going to give it another type of energy. I'm going to deal with it as it is. Nothing. A piece of paper with marks on it. Okay? Because we are not all not exchanging that fucker, yeah, because we still have this system with us, right?
Yeah.
But the difference that we are making is that piece of paper is not taking the same energy that it used to. We are giving that back with another energy attached to it. And that energy is not of slavery anymore. That energy now, we are exchanging that with a big smile on our face and say, yeah, take your faith and belief and be happy with it, because I know what we are exchanging here. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's how I view it now as well. If I'm handing over the faith and belief, I think, you know, if it was 20 quid, right, how much of my energy went into that? Is that a fair exchange of my energy, do I think, for what I'm actually getting? That's how I view it now.
Yeah. And that's why we use that to identify that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Fair enough.
Okay. And there is no weight to it, you know? There are people that are so into that they, oh my God, I'm gonna give this away, and oh my God, it's gonna miss for that one, and I'm gonna be without, oh my God, you know? Nowadays, you just, oh yeah, you want that? Yeah, take it. There is the passage that says, he who has all, more shall be given. He who has nothing, even what he doesn't have, will be taken away from him. Yeah? This is powerful. Those words are fucking powerful. And once you understand this illusion and how to play the game, yeah, you are the creator. You change the game because you have the power to do so. But you have to feel the power coming from within. It cannot be me, it cannot be Darren or anyone to give you that power. We can only show you the door. You are the one who's going to walk through it. Yeah?
That's it. It's only you can learn it. It's only like being at school and being dictated to. You don't really take it in unless you go and learn it yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Feel it.
Darren,
Feel it in your bones.
I wanted to ask Darren, you know, when you speak about how you learn how electric was actually made,
Yeah.
how it is actually made, do you have any links of a good read for that? Of where to go to read? Because I ain't got a 5 about
not
anything.
really, because you won't get it off one website. You got to piece it together.
Yeah,
You have
right. Okay.
Eric Dollard on YouTube.
Eric Dollard, right. I'll write
Yeah,
that down.
Eric Dollard on YouTube is a good source.
It's just because I don't know anything about engineering. And I know you've mentioned it a few times, and I thought, right, when I get you on a Zoom or something, I'll ask you.
Yeah.
Um,
I
so
can write it down. I'm sure I did a post about it once, or
did you?
something I put on the lean group or something. I'll find that.
Oh, right.
Put that, but it's just learning, everything about it if you can. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just because, like Carla, I like to know ins and outs. So
Yeah.
I want to learn like what it's actually made of,
Yeah.
and where it actually comes from. Because I've watched a few things and read a few things, but I don't know if it's actually true. About is it pylons? They call them pylons.
Nothing can be made. All the elements, nothing can be made. It can only be put together to be used. Do you know what I mean? So your body, all the elements that make it were here before you were here, and then they've been pieced together. And then when you leave that body, those elements will go back to the ground or into the atmosphere, and they'll be used for something else.
Yeah.
So all that we have here is all that we've ever had and never will have, and absolutely everything on this earth is recyclable. Everything's recycled. Everything.
Transformed.
Yeah, everything is recycled. There ain't anything. It's like the yin and yang, and it all just goes round in a big cycle.
Hang on a minute, Darren. Did you say yin and yang?
What's it that the two dots that follow? Do you know what I mean? Go round in a cycle. And it's all equal.
Yes, I know. I just want to ask you: is it yin and yang?
I've only ever known it as yin and yang.
Right. That's a Mandela effect. Now they say that it always has been yin and yang.
Yeah.
But I've always said it yin and yang, right? With a G at the end. And you said it too. Yeah.
Oh, what's it changed now?
Yeah, now with the Mandela effect, it changed.
Yeah, there's stuff like
so it's yang and yin.
Mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all, and that's changed now, and there's everyone.
It changed. Yeah.
The Forrest Gump, life is like a box of chocolates. That one's changed.
What's it changed too?
I'd have to look it up again.
Yeah. Right.
But when you go in deeper than that, when you look at like quantum mechanics and how you're, what we see in the physical is actually nothing because the atoms are absolutely nowhere near each other. It gets very complicated.
I know. I've always thought about that with Matrix. When you watch the Matrix and he bends the spoon.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I've wrapped my brains around that more times. Like, we see it as a table, but it's not a table, but it's a physical illusion of what we're seeing.
No, it's your perception. It's the collective perception.
It's crazy.
That's why if we are that powerful, as creators, we can change everything around us. That's why in the beginning of this call, I said that the affidavit is just the foundation. We are the builders. We have a job to do. Anyone that is called to the affidavit has a job to do as a builder. We are building the new, what's coming. That's why we have to shift.
We're called for a reason.
Yeah.
You don't come across this for nothing.
No, so once you decide something and you start putting your energy into it, we're doing it now. We're getting everything sold up. We've got ourselves a place in Scotland, and I can see what I want to do with my future. So my energy is going into that, and it's happening.
Mm.
But if you don't put everything into it, it never happen. You know, you've got to put all of your energy into it, and you know, if you see that's what you want to do, then that's what you focus on.
Have you ever come across that? Oh, I forgot what they call it now. Apparently, it were monkeys, and they're on opposite islands, and one of them learnt how to use tools, but it consciously transferred to the monkeys on a separate island. I can't remember what it's called. Have you ever come across that? Keep meaning to research it and have a look at it.
Yeah, I think I posted here in the channel, Darren.
It's the 100 monkey, the 100 monkey syndrome, or
Yeah.
Well, because through the atoms, everything is connected. Everything is
It's
one.
crazy. I love it. I love that sort of thing. That's why we're all here. We're all monkeys.
Oh, speak for yourself. Do not put me in that basket. No.
Consciously collective. Love it.
You will learn a little bit on the line that even that is, not true. Stick with the affidavit, because the affidavit is just the beginning. Baron David Ward told me that perhaps we will not be alive or in this avatar to fully grasp the power of this document.
No, I don't think a lot of people are.
This 100 monkey experiment, or whatever they call it, is also a trick. You know, because it refers to what they call critical mass, or in other words, if some people do something until a certain number, there will be a point where they will achieve critical mass. To me, this is a trick, because there's no, whatever mass is, a mass is always unconscious. So there is no such thing, in my opinion, as a critical mass, because the masses are always unconscious. So the masses always follow. They are always followers. We, as conscious individuals, because consciousness resides only in the individual, there is no such thing as a collective consciousness. There might be a collection or an agglomerate of individual consciousnesses.
A collective,
I wouldn't really call it a collective consciousness, because...
No, I'm saying that what you have is the collective.
Yeah, well...
That's where you see the creation happening. And one of the things that I like to point out is... What is the collective is what they are where they keep indoctrinating you for being that amicable slave.
Exactly.
That is the collective.
You were talking about the common seal, all right? So the collective are the commoners.
Exactly.
And the commoners, exactly, they are the commoners. We, barons and baronesses, the free men and women, we stand out. The word baron actually means exactly that, from the Catalonian language, which is a mountain or something that stands out above everything else. You have the word going back to the word baroque. Baroque, or also has the same origin as baron, not barren, like void of anything, but baron or baro, which means permanence. It stands out, something that sticks out. When you look at a Baroque architecture, you go and look and you go like, wow, look at that. It really stands out. So
because
a baron...
it's different.
Or a baroness, exactly, stands out of his or her own effort, because they stand out. They are not just the commoners, and they are not just part of the collective. they're individuals that actually stand out using their own consciousness and their own discernment. This word is very important in my opinion, because discernment is something that is not taught in schools or universities. It's not anything that is taught from your parents or the religion or whatever it is. They don't teach you such a thing as discernment. Yeah, discernment is part of consciousness, and it can only you can only have discernment once you have access to knowledge, or you have the access to the full spectrum of the knowledge, because it doesn't matter if you have only a portion of knowledge, because once you if you have only access to a portion of knowledge, you cannot have correct judgment. You need to have both sides. You need to listen to both sides of the story, or whatever, history, so that you can make a discernment, or you can make a judgment of what is and what is not. So discernment is something that belongs to an individual's consciousness, and you cannot learn it from anybody else. You can only learn it according to the knowledge that you acquire throughout your life. And yes, you're talking about the affidavit, and there is the essence of so many things that it just brings you that discernment of what is and what is not. Because we are all taught in schools and universities and so on, all this bullshit nonsense that clouds our capacity for discernment. And the affidavit breaks all of it, because you have access to what is factual and what is presumption. And this discernment is essential and is part of consciousness, and will lead us into being above the collective, in a sense that we are
create anew.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like you're saying, the builders.
You will feel your creative being empowered. Yeah, because you will start to analyze, okay, this is our older creation. It's not serving me anymore. So I have to create my new path, like Darren is doing, like Scott is doing, Dave, myself, and others, like Florbella, like Leoki. We've been with the affidavit for a while now. Yeah, and there is a need that comes from within, because you cannot be in the two places. It's impossible. There is a war inside of you. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Any more questions, guys? Kyrie Ains. Thank you, Rebecca, for sharing.
Yeah, thank you, Carla, Darren, everybody else. Brill. I'll sit back in the background and listen now.
Let's see if Kyrie Ains. Kyrie Ains?
Hi, yeah. I'm listening and loving it.
Any questions so far?
No, my question was the lien, but now that you said before the beginning is the end, it makes sense.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tiago André. Any questions? Oh, Darren, you know that Tiago is on a quest. He's translated the affidavit to French.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we will have it in French. And he's going to serve. Did you serve it already, Tiago?
I know someone in...
What? Oh, we can't hear you. You are at the end of the tunnel, man. Floribella, did Tiago serve it already or not?
Serve what, David?
No.
Yeah, the French one.
Eddie,
No, I
in
don't think.
Belgium. No.
Oh,
he's
he's
here. He's
talking now.
here.
The
Yeah.
day 29
What?
for the
20.
29
Oh, 29, yeah?
May. Yeah, 29, yeah.
Okay. Well done, you.
I like that one, 29. I like that one.
29. I like that one too.
Start speaking a language, mixing different
Did you
languages
understand it,
together.
Darren?
I speak English, what the fuck?
Yeah, that would
Anthony,
be great. Like
Sorry.
languages together. Yeah.
yeah. When Anthony listens to this call, he's going to be laughing his tits off.
Oh, he's good. More than this, it's off.
Yeah. Let's see if Maxine and Dilks. Maxine. Yes, Maxine? We can't hear you.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Did you call me? Hello, you called me. I just ran in the house. Sorry. I don't have any other questions at this time, but I'll definitely be rejoining again. Yeah. I think you had
Okay,
everything
are you
awesomely.
in the Australian Telegram group?
I'm just in the divergent motivation. Is that the one?
Yeah, Divergent is mine.
Yeah, that's the only one I'm in.
Okay. So, but we have one for Australian base. I don't know if he's very active at the moment. Darren, do you know if it is?
I didn't know there was an Australian Telegram group, to be honest.
Yeah, there is.
There you
It
go.
was. It was Peter Joseph that opened and Lisa.
I don't know if Lisa be that active at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think so too.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, if I find the link, I will post it in the chat, guys. Okay.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah. If it's not very active, don't worry. There is other admins there, and or you can jump to this site. We will try our best.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay. Anyone has João Lestro? Any more questions?
Not really. Not now.
Okay. You still driving or traveling?
Yeah, I'm traveling. No, I'm actually driving because I'm driving an Irish truck connected to the big multinational Swedish. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm in the public right now.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're driving. Okay, Felipe Cristóvão.
Yeah, I'm here.
Any more questions?
Well, I have one question, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, you know a little bit of me now. I'm in the very beginning, but I read something like this. I heard from you. Why is the FA submitted on perjury? If you put this document on the institutions, why it's on perjury? And I've also heard, I don't know, it's true or not, about 7 years in jail or something like this. And I was wondering what is this? I was afraid of this. Can you explain
Okay, because
a bit more?
so you know how to identify what is the affidavit in the document, yeah?
But I've heard the document already, but not.
You have the document with you there or not at the moment?
No, not at the moment.
Okay.
Declaração juramentada.
Sim, eu sei.
E então?
Okay, so the first 2 pages are a decree, okay? And then it's the affidavit.
Yeah.
Yeah? When you start reading that, what does he say?
Yeah.
In my case, Carla, right? Of the house of what? Federico, yeah? Being the undersigned, do solemnly swear, declare, and depose.
Yeah.
This is what you are doing here at the moment. You are swearing, declaring, and deposing. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then that I am competent to state the matters herein, and do take oath and swear that the matters herein are true, certain, and correct as contained within this yada yada yada. Okay? Then the point 3, I am herein stating the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And this truth stand as fact until another can provide the material and physical evidence to the contrary. Again, Boolean grammar, that I fully, completely understand. Before any charges can be brought, it must be firstly proved by presenting the material evidence to support the facts that the charges are valid and have substance that can be shown to have material physical substance as a foundation in fact. Okay? So this is your affidavit. So if in your affidavit you start making claims that you cannot bring the material evidence of those claims, what are you doing? Committing perjury.
Okay.
Okay? Did you get that?
Well, yeah, I'm. If I make a statement,
if you are making a statement that is not truthful and you cannot support with the facts, you are committing perjury.
Okay.
Okay? If English is very complicated for you, try to join one of our calls in Portuguese.
Yeah.
You will have the fucks and much more, because in Portuguese it's easier.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
Oh no! How do I sound? I love the word "see" in English, but I won't say it, so I won't be giving any arm to the listeners. So yeah, okay, I will refrain myself from that one. But in Portuguese, I will say it.
The Portuguese language is one of the most complex languages on the planet.
Yeah, that's why I'm always messing around with it.
And complete. It's complete.
Yeah, exactly. And let the celebrations begin, so say we all. Woohoo! Okay, did that answer to your question, Felipe?
Yeah, a little bit. Thank you.
What do you mean a little bit, man?
Well, because I have to dive in the in the document and the whole world of affidavit. Like I said, I have a little bit of.
Listen. It's not just the world of the affidavit. It's your word.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So every word that you put out. If you don't have the material evidence of that, it could put you in trouble, isn't it? Yeah, basically is that. So every time you make a claim, if you don't have the material evidence to support that claim, you are going to get caught on that. That's why we go after the criminals in the office, because that's
Yeah.
what they are experts on doing.
Yeah.
They spewed everything out, and when we ask them, can you please provide us the material evidence of what you just wrote there, they just run for the hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you make a statement, you have to prove
Honor.
something.
Yeah. No. You
Not
are a
to prove,
baron.
but
Yeah, you are a baron. Yeah. A baron stands by his words. Yeah, that was something that they did to make us forget. Because in Portuguese, remember, there was a saying that they used to say, what is it, Leuki? How is it?
A palavra de honra vale a vida. Ou
Yeah.
algo assim do género. Porque antigamente
Yeah.
a palavra valia a própria vida, né? A honra. Alguém que falhasse na palavra, pá, não tinha, it didn't have any credibility, so there's no honor. Yeah.
So let's bring that back. Yeah. Let's bring that back. Your word is your honor.
I don't know if some of you guys are following what's happening in the Portuguese politics at the moment, and it's like insane, really.
Yeah,
These guys, they
are
are lying through their teeth, just like in front of everybody. You look at their faces and you go, what the fuck? Look at these idiots.
Yeah, here is the same. Here is the same. If you listen to them, I don't, because it's waste of time. But
but it's interesting to watch their faces as they're lying in front of the people. It's unbelievable.
No,
really.
not in front of the people. No, they are lying in front of the Walking Dead. That's why they can lie. Because the walking are dead, and they will not make them accountable.
To the NPCs.
Exactly. Yeah. That's it. Okay, so now you are more clarified. Yeah, Felipe?
Yeah, a little bit. I was before, but I just made my coat of arms, and it's an insight, and it's really a process, and I'm in the kindergarten. Yeah, that's my stage, kindergarten.
Okay, so when you did your coat of arms, do you understand why we have the keeper of the keys and the attorney general? Yeah.
But in English it's difficult to express myself. Maybe in Portuguese I reply to you.
Okay, go study and get ready for a Portuguese call.
Yeah.
And leave your emotions out of this channel, because I will scrutinize them. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Oh, let's see if Mia, do you have a question? Maybe she's already in. Oh no, she's still here.
Yeah, well, I've asked it before, haven't I? If tin whistles are made of tin, what are foghorns made of?
What?
Never mind. It's a stupid English joke. Going back to the
politics. I didn't get it. It cuts.
No, you won't, because it's a silly English joke. Darren will get it.
Okay, but tell it anyway, so I can push my brain.
Well, you know what a tin whistle is, like an Irish.
Tin whistle. Yes, I know. Yeah, a tin whistle.
And you've heard of a foghorn?
Before? No.
No, you don't know so if you don't know what a foghorn is, it's difficult to get the joke. That's the thing.
Okay.
Well, it's like an alert.
What the parent? What the hell?
Foghorn, translated literally, é uma corneta de nevoeiro.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah. So if tin whistles are made of tin, what are foghorns made
But
of?
are made out
Made
of
of fog.
horns.
I got that.
Yeah, and
Oh, no, I got it.
going back to what Don was saying earlier, there's the other joke, isn't there, about how do you know when a politician is lying?
They're opening their mouths.
Yeah, lips are moving. Exactly. Yeah. Go on then.
Okay,
I'll give you a question for somebody else to think about,
Okay.
or for you to answer if you wish.
Okay.
The legal entity was created by an act of registration by the state, wasn't it?
The legal what?
The legal entity, the legal name.
Yeah, the legal embodiment.
Mm-hmm. So if we say he who creates controls, how can we control it?
Good question. Anyone here knows the answer?
But they didn't create it.
Wait, woman. Oh, okay. You want to reply it?
Right. Proof of
Go ahead.
Proof of claim.
Is that no, they didn't create anything. You just basically registered. That's not they didn't create it. You register, you created the name.
Well, I certainly didn't register.
Your parents created your name and they just register the name. It's an act of registration. The government didn't create that name.
It was the registry. Yeah, but it was a no, I'm not saying the name. Go on.
We can control it because the name is nothing without the energy. They need us to stand surety for that name.
Oh yes.
And that goes to the crest. Why do we have a crest?
Yeah, take the name. It's yours. Do you want the name? Yeah, fine. It's yours. I've nothing to do with it now. Right. Well, now they've lost the body. Who's out there? You know, using energy to pay the taxes.
Yeah, and that's
because in Portuguese name you say it nome, no me. If there's a nome, there is no me.
Yeah, and isn't it?
So all it is we're
in Spanish. It's
you answer
nombre.
to that name. You stand wrongly stand a surety for that name so that they can do business with you. Because you don't know any better, basically.
You don't answer to your name, you respond.
Yeah.
And they always get confused because I say, am I speaking to Mr. So-and-so? And I say, well, that is the name that I respond to. And they get confused. So, am I speaking to in Portuguese we say, o próprio? Excuse me, I don't know who o próprio is. So they get very confused.
That's it. You can act for and on behalf of that name, but because they've set up all this nonsense where you can't really do a lot without if you want a car, you got to get the license and all this stuff. It's all rigged, isn't it? It's rigged.
Come on, proof of claim, Darren.
Well, yeah. I know that you don't need a license, but to get by, do you know what I mean? You've got to end up doing. You can't get out of anything from them.
Yes, you can.
Unless you make them reject you.
Yeah. You enter into the matrix,
you put
you
the
exit.
burden of proof on them.
You enter or you exit the matrix at will. Once you know the tuning, once you know the code to get in and out, You enter if you wish to do so. You deal with the agents within the matrix, and then you exit. Simple as that.
I don't know. I don't see it as that easy because
Oh,
you
it's
can't
not
go.
easy.
You can't.
It's
Yeah, I
not
know.
easy.
You
Yeah.
can't go anywhere. You can't really go anywhere on this earth without them having a say somewhere, can you? You're always dealing with these idiots.
No,
You know,
no. 24 hours a day, you are out of the system. As a living man, you are not within the system. You only enter the system once you need to deal with these legal entities. You're not there full time. Most of the time, when you eat or when you go home, you go you speaking to your kids or whatever, you relating to the family, the people that you live with. You are living. You are not using any of this matrix illusion or the fictitious entities at all. Most of the times, almost more than 24 hours a day, almost every day, you are living as a living man or woman. You only need to deal with these entities every now and then.
Yeah, agree. Yeah.
Okay, let's see if Manmeet. Oh, probably went to his pretty bed because it's late time in India. Okay, anyone, any more questions? You guys are okay? Can we wrap this one up? Hello?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all done and covered.
Yeah, we covered a fair bit of stuff.
Yes, madam.
Yes, João? We
I
can't hear
was
you.
saying yes. I'm sorry. I'm eating something. Yeah. Oh, good. Thank you for putting this up.
Okay, guys, so this is a wrap. See you all when I see you. Thank you, Darren, for coming in. Thank you, all the admins, for joining us. And do you know the drill? Keep reading, guys. Read, and go to sleep. Read, and go to sleep. Bye-bye to all. See you when I see you.
Take care. All.
Thank you all.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well.
All right, thank you.